Hey there, Catherine here, and today we're going to be covering a much more serious topic than usual. As many of you might already know, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of closely held corporations not having to provide contraceptives to biologically female employees on the grounds that it violates the religions of said corporations. This video is going to list the reasons why I am unhappy with this ruling. If you don't want to hear about that, then now is the time to stop watching. Now that that's out of the way, I do want to say that 4 of the 9 justices voted against this, including all 3 female justices. What does this mean for future corporations making decisions based on religious morality? Well, this is actually something really terrible in my opinion. Almost immediately after this ruling went public, other companies came out of the woodwork to request that they not have to hire people based on sexual orientation because homosexuality is against their religious beliefs. Yeah. That's right. Companies have blatantly requested to discriminate against people based on something as trivial as who they might love. This is just one step backwards in a slippery slope where people's rights are steadily being chipped away. This is about freedom of religion. Hobby Lobby is a for-profit corporation that sells crafts. As such, they should not be allowed to decide what is morally correct for the people in its employ. If Hobby Lobby was a religious institution, it would be well within their rights to dictate what is morally right for its company. But they aren't a religious institution. Furthermore, how is forcing someone's religious morality on someone else religious freedom? The majority of Americans may be Christian, but that doesn't give them the right to force their morality on the minority. Your religious freedom ends where mine begins, and my religious freedom ends where yours begins. This means that we need to respect each other's choices even if we don't agree with them. If you don't like someone's choices, then don't choose them for yourself. It's that simple. But Catherine, you're conveniently ignoring the fact that Hobby Lobby only wanted to not have to cover 4 kinds of birth control. They still cover 16 others. First of all, this ruling made it possible for other corporations to decide not to cover birth control at all. Second of all, there is no scientific proof that those contraceptives cause abortions. The medical definition of a pregnancy is when a fertilized egg implants on the wall of the uterus. Once a fertilized egg implants, contraceptives, even the ones that Hobby Lobby was opposed to, can't dislodge it or otherwise terminate the pregnancy. The only thing that birth control actually does is inhibit ovulation and thicken cervical mucus so that sperm can't easily pass through it. Why should a company have to cover your birth control? If you work for a company that offers health insurance, that insurance is given as compensation for the work you're doing. It's an exchange of work for benefits. Your boss can't tell you how to spend your paycheck, so why should your boss be allowed to tell you what kinds of medications you're allowed to take? Second, why can't birth control be covered when things like Viagra and vasectomies are still covered? Why is it okay for a man to have sex but choose not to have children, but it isn't okay for women? Why is it that for women, pregnancy is a justified punishment for having sex? I don't believe that I should be forced to have children just for having sex any more than I believe that people who are already parents should have more children if they don't choose that for themselves. Finally, birth control isn't only used as a way to prevent pregnancy. It's also used to help with endometriosis, dysmenorrhea, ovarian cysts, hormonal imbalances, PMDD, and PCOS. Besides, not all birth controls work the same way for every woman, so what kind to use should be a decision exclusively made between a patient and their doctor. Well, if people don't like it, they can just go work somewhere else. Here's a little fact for you. Unemployment rates are currently at 6.3%. In this country, it really isn't very easy to find a job that not only pays a livable wage, but also has benefits of any kind. Sometimes the option to just go work somewhere else isn't viable at all. This list is by no means exhaustive. There's still a lot of reasons why I'm against this ruling, but for the sake of time, I'm just not going to go into it. So how do you feel about the Supreme Court ruling? Go ahead and leave a comment below telling me all about it. Just please remember to do so in a respectful way. This isn't an invitation to attack each other if we don't share the same opinions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.